Hello, hello, check. Hello, hello.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. Good morning, everyone. I request guest of honor Sri Pawan Kumar, Professor Ram Kumar Kakani, Professor Pradyumna Das, Professor R.K. Jana, Professor Dhananjay Bapat, and Professor Deeptiman Banerjee, and Sri Sekhar, General Manager, Cell. Please take a seat on the stage. Please take a seat on the stage. Please take a seat on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, faculty members, and dear students, a very warm welcome to the auspicious occasion of the Executive MBA HRM Batch 2 inauguration at the esteemed Indian Institute of Management, Raipur. Today marks a significant milestone in the journey of our institution, faculty members, and dear students. A very warm welcome to the auspicious Today marks a significant milestone in the journey of our institution as we gather to celebrate the commencement of yet another batch of EMBA HRM. As we begin this ceremony, let us take a moment to acknowledge the symbolic lighting of the lamp, a tradition that illuminates our path with the light of knowledge, wisdom, and prosperity. Therefore, I request guest of honor Sri Pawan Kumar, Sri Sekhar, Professor Ram Kumar Kakani, Professor Pradyumna Das, Professor R.K. Jana, Professor Dhananjay Bapat, Professor Deeptiman Banerjee to come forward to light the lamp. Professor Ram Kumar Kakani, Professor Pradyumna
या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डवण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृति सदा स्थिता पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा
Now, I request Professor Ram Kumar Kakani to present the bouquet to the guest of honor, Sri Pawan Kumar, Executive Director, Steel Authority of India Limited. Now, I request Professor Dhananjay Bapat to present the bouquet to Sri Sekhar, General Manager, Steel Authority of India Limited. Now, I request Professor Pradyumna Das to present the bouquet to Professor Ram Kumar Kakani, Director of IIM Raipur. Now, I am deeply honored to introduce Professor Ram Kumar Kakani, the Director of IIM Raipur, to speak a few words.
Guest of honor, Sri Pavan, Steel Authority of India Limited, faculty colleagues, Professor Pradyumna Das, Professor Dhananjay Bapat, Professor Diptiman, Professor Jana, and the ones who are on the other side as well, including the HROB chair, Professor Sunita Sagurti. Warm welcome to each one of you. Apart from us, we also have some fantastic colleagues from the EPGP office here. And my namaskar to you also. And I wanted to know if the students are able to listen to us or not. So can we have some sort of a signal or insight about this by knowing if any student is able to listen to or not? No. So at least we should, someone should at least say a message or speak a word or whatever it is. At least a yes or no can happen, right? Just take a confirmation from them, please. Else it'll be like, just a minute, please. We also have in our presence our partners, technology partners and marketing partners, Sri Aditya Malik ji of Veranda Learning, who's there online in this particular inaugural. So a warm welcome and namaskar to you also, Sri Aditya ji. The reason I was asking was since there was echo, I'm sure what button they stopped can have some uh, uh, ramifications. Okay. We do have all the members out there and one can see it. Thank you so much. I think uh, we can clearly see a lot of participants out there and right. Glad to have each one of you, please. A warm welcome to the second batch of EPGP HRM participants to this particular program. This particular program has been curated for you. There has been a lot of thought. In fact, just about 7 to 8 days back, I met the first batch of EPGP HR, spent time, and each and every one of them was so happy that with the way the things were getting offered, their biggest compliment was the kind of visiting and guest faculty which were being chosen for the electives and for the courses out there for OBHR. So let me also announce take this particular opportunity and to say that our HROB area will have 2 to 3 new faculty colleagues joining from some sister institutes, sister IIMs as well. And in that sense, we can only say that the program and the faculty colleagues and area of OBHR area is being strengthened. So, while we do have all these things, as an IIM, we are into both our what we call as 2-year residential MBA program and 2-year executive MBA program. And the more, having come from a background of finance and accounting, I never used to appreciate uh, HROB a lot during my initial part of my career. Incidentally, I also got my 1-year induction at Steel Authority of India Limited, and hence, as a management trainee, I went through all the things which are there in Rourkela Steel Plant initially, and then Bokaro Steel Plant. So, but then I realized when I moved to other corporates and you can say, the more I had conversations with my students, the more I myself moved from academic world to the non-academic world, the more I realized that HROB is far, far more important than finance. And I will have no hesitation in saying that if I were to do another PhD, which I wish to do, I'd like to do it in the area of OBHR, and to be specific, public administration leadership, I think, is something which I really get charmed by. So even I look forward to spend kind of taking a few sessions with you. Now, when it comes to our young scholars, young, you can say, working executives who have joined this particular program for in this second batch of EPGP HR, let me also share with you 1 to 2 things, a word of caution before you jump into it. You see, this particular 2-year MBA program is going to be packed with some amount of coursework. And coursework doesn't mean only listening to the lectures or watching the videos. Also, it involves certain amount of time being invested from your end. So my humble request to each one of you is, having spent time with fair bit of online education and executive education, is please have work-life balance and inform your corporates appropriately before you take this particular course. It is better to have their buy-in, and it is better to kind of inform them, because I have seen some families having tough time because let's say you are not able to allocate enough time to your parents, or you possibly suddenly miss out on a few essential things which are part and parcel of the EPGP, I'm sorry, work-life balance, and that I think should not happen. And my request to each one of you is, please take care of this part. Apart from that, I can assure you, Professor Dhananjay Bapat, our chairperson EPGP, is fantastic in the way he runs the programs, and his officers are doing a great job. So I can assure you, you are also warmly welcome to this part of young organization. I am Raipur, just 14 to 15 years old, on a mission mode towards academic excellence with social impact, having benchmark governance factors. And you can be assured, while we are currently NIRF rank 11, by 2026, my gut feel is we should be somewhere in the single digits only. With these words, I'll take leave, and I'll give the floor to the MC.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and for setting the tone for today's event. Now, I request Professor Dhananjay Bapat to introduce our guest of honor.
Respected guest, director, faculty members, and the students. It's my honor to introduce Sri Pawan Kumarji, who is presently the Executive Director Personnel at a very leading organization which everybody knows, Steel Authority of India Limited. He has been holding this position since July 2023. He is a recipient of degrees, academic qualifications, which includes MBA in HR and Finance from FMS Delhi, LLB from Hazaribagh University, postgraduate diploma in Social and Labor Welfare from ISWBM Kolkata, and also he holds MA Psychology. So it's a very fantastic combination to be into this area. He has the 3 decades of experience in human resource management. He has worked with Bokaro Steel Plant. He has worked at Steel Authority of India Limited Corporate Office, at Bokaro Steel Plant as a Chief General Manager Personnel, at ISCO Steel Plant as Chief General Manager in charge, and Bokaro Steel Plant as ED Human Resources. Now, a person who has worked with a public sector organization, I was having a discussion with him, and I was really impressed by the way that he has been spearheading and steering this organization in terms of certain initiatives that he has introduced. For example, the cultural shift in the Steel Authority of India Limited by the introduction of the junior officer promotion policy, and he has also changed to a merit from a seniority. I mean, the promotions which is on the merit from the seniority, you can imagine how much effort would have gone. He has also introduced into a digital transformation in HR functions at Steel Authority of India Limited. He has also been the forefront in bringing changes in policies and processes, and a key driver in the introduction of the pension scheme. Sir, thank you very much. It's our honor, our privilege. We are all, I am Raipur and Steel Authority of India Limited. Bhilai is in Chhattisgarh. So we look forward to your wisdom and your insights. We look forward to your talk. Sir, please.
A very good afternoon to all. Respected Director Kakani, other professors on the dais, and the new faculty members, not faculty members, I would say, the new HR fraternity, new students who are joining. I myself call HR student because I still a learning. A few things Professor Kakani was saying that he would like to undergo again OB and HR course. Thus, I think making everybody, you and me also feel proud of our profession. Few things I would like to recapitulate what I have gone through. Like I'm having 33 years of experience so far. I have seen transforming how personal has transformed, how personal has evolved in SAIL. And when I SAIL is not a simple organization. It has it's a mammoth organization. It used to be, still is, and it is there into different states. There are different functions it is performing. So how it has come and how HR is still relevant. I must congratulate I am Raipur to understand this need. I remember in 1997 when I was there at ISWBM, at that time my professor, HR professor was saying in 1997 that HR is dying. It will no more be relevant. So technology is taking over. Maybe the line managers will do the HR function and you are, I don't know why you are doing this course. Maybe after 10 years or so, you will never be required. I'm very happy that we are still relevant. We are evolving. And even I am, institute of this repute is considering to have introducing this kind of course, a specialized course in HR. It's a very big thing. Honor to this HR profession. How HR is transforming, I just know why I'm doing it, to make you feel, make it contextual. You are putting in 2 years of your life into this study. After 2 years, you should not feel regret that, okay, I spent it not gainfully. How it is going to change your life, how it is going to make you better person, make you better manager. That is what is the aim of this course. And I think with IIM Raipur and the kind of professor, the kind of experience they are having into field, it will definitely be a very, very fruitful journey for all of you. First of all, like HR has evolved, how HR has evolved. When I joined at Bokaro Steel Plant in initial days, it was a huge setup. I would say 50,000 workers, and there were resistance to change. One employee is not going to the other, like in blast furnace, there were 5 blast furnace. We were having Herculean task. एक employee को एक blast furnace से दूसरे blast furnace में भेजना, even that was becoming difficult. Lot of IR issues, lot of dharna, pradarsan, band, and all those things were there. After 16 years, I spent 16 years at corporate office in making rules and regulations. Then I went back. I could not recognize the Bokaro steel plant physically was same, but culturally it had transformed. The manpower, which was 45,000, was around 10,000. And it was producing more than double, from 2.5 million to 4 million ton. And not only persons were moving, like I had that much advantage in HR. If I'm not finding any person, I can train and post that person to the shop. And from blast furnace to township to maybe cocoa ovens, that acceptance, so that kind of thing has changed. One thing we keep on repeating, like modernization is happening. We are, the new technology has come. So we require knowledge workers. For HR, their client is the employees. We at that time were having kind of 50% of them were non-matriculates. They were union, whatever they would say, they would accept. Why there were a lot of dharna pradarsan? They thought they were not knowing the rules. The transparency was not there. The acceptance, the access to the rules was not there, or even understanding was not there. Anybody can make fool of them, I would say fool of them, or utilize them or misuse them against management. Even management was doing it. I'm not shying away from that. So how it has transferred? Now we are recruiting persons who are having diploma, and those who are ITI, not less than that. And definitely they are having some aspirations. The mode of recruitment has also changed. Earlier, it used to be like a list from local employment exchange, and then you recruit from the regional centers. Now it is all India test. We are in Bhilai inviting persons. There are persons who are coming from Rajasthan, Haryana, and a lot of other places. So when they are leaving their place, coming here, they are having different aspirations. The knowledge workers, when you are dealing with knowledge workers, definitely you have to evolve yourself. A HR person who is dealing with illiterate persons is completely different than HR person who have to deal with knowledge workers. Their aspirations was like, if anybody is, I think I'm talking in Management Institute, everybody is aware of Maslow hierarchy. They were at the physical need level. Now they are at the 4th level. They are seeking self-action, not self-action, actually recognition. Everybody wants their contribution, how they are contributing, how organization is doing to them, how they are relevant, their development needs, their need to feel recognized, their need to have that opportunity to contribute is different. And if you are not able to take care of all these needs, then they will become destructive actually. And in knowledge workers who can be more productive, it can be more destructive also. So keep them into the right path is a very, very challenging task, one thing. Another thing, HR is supposed to be a contributor in your business strategy. I was going through the curriculum which has been designed for this course. I think you are very lucky to have a full knowledge, full input about all the relevant management aspects. Like why HR manager has to be aware of the finance, why HR manager has to be aware of the statistics, macroeconomics, microeconomics. These are all relevant when you come into the field, when you are taking decisions, why decisions are being taken, why, how strategically HR is important, in particularly manufacturing industry or in IT. This knowledge workers, basically, this is the thing. India is, I think, around 50% of the total population is below 30. I'm not exactly aware of that, but it is almost like that. So this is one aspect which can actually create people. If you are not giving them good opportunity, they will be on the street. They will be creating problem for us. And if you are using them properly, then they will be the persons who will be taking India forward, will taking GDP of India forward. The same thing is happening in our industry also. So keep them relevant, keep them more productive is a task which HR person has to take. When we are talking of manufacturing, around 12 to 13% of our cost is on employees. It is very, very high comparatively. We have to be relevant into the industry. Our productivity goes down if we keep on like this. So new methods of induction has come. Earlier, if you talk of factory legislations, standing orders, I think you will made familiar of all these labor laws. So it used to be only employees and contract workers, or maybe kind of daily wages kind of thing. There's no more daily wages now. The concepts of employments have been introduced even at government level. New labor laws has come up. We are having concepts of now fixed employment, fixed term employment. We are having contractual engagement of doctors for our hospital. We are tying up with HLL for supply of paramedic staff. We are having this kind of tie-up. So it's not only just employment, like somebody has been employed for 33 years or 35 years, and he will be there. And we are not, if he performs, is good, particularly in PSUs. If doesn't perform, then it is a bane on you. Now, things are now changing. And when things are changing, then it is your role, the HR role. When you're talking of a new, say in blast furnace, I would say not blast furnace here, but at Bokaro Steel Plant, a new production unit was coming. The first question was being asked, you can import technology, then who will run it? Whether it will be our regular employees or whether it will be outsourced, how much will be outsourced, how much relevant, how much our regular employees. It is the one thing which is very, very strategic, which will make or break the productivity of that, whether the product will be relevant, product will be economically viable or not. It depends on this, how we are going to run it. So we have to sit in and decide how it has to be run, which areas are there which we have to keep to ourselves, which are to be outsourced. So HR becomes relevant there. How our medical will function, how our inside all operations, which is the thing like maintenance, can we outsource it? Whether it has to be done within ourselves. So these are the questions. And when I say 10 to 12%, it's a very, very, I think very, very significant number in terms of cost. So there the role of HR comes. I think I will not take more time. Only thing is that I just want to make you aware that how relevant the HR is. Another thing is, like, when you're reducing, we are rationalizing manpower, even HR professionals, those are there in an organization, even they are reducing. So whether HR is reducing or not, no, it is not like that. If we are having less HR manager, that doesn't mean HR, those have been designated as HR. We are spreading the this thing concept. Now we are making all HODs, all line manager as HR managers. They have to be. I have seen in my life, those who are successful HODs, they all are popular, they are all are considered as good HR manager, and then only they can make a dent in the productivity. They can actually make an impact on the productivity of the. If your employees are not happy, they are not with you, then nothing can happen. particularly in manufacturing, employees change your how you will continue or not continue, because blue collars workers are much more. Even in IT also, like knowledge workers, how you are taking care of their talent retention is very big issue. Talent acquisition. In between comes talent. You have to develop your HR resources. Now, earlier it used to be personal, and then now we have changed to HR. Some of our organization is saving chief personal managers. I still consider HR is a better word, because human is much more positive than only saying people. And when we say human, it encompasses everything. Our employees also, our stakeholders also, our contractual employees also, our outsourced workers also. Everybody is human. So you have to have such policies, such way of working where you can take care of that human, being human yourself. Without taking much of time, I think I've tried to make it relevant for you. And after 2 years, I think try to engage with yourself, try to interact with your fellow students. Because I did my MBA, I think 25 years before, but still I remember each of my colleagues. So that is very much important. Like interacting with each other will make you understand the strength of your colleagues' organization also. And in executive MBA, persons are coming with experience. So it is good for even professors also who are having interaction with them. It's not just a one-way teaching. It's a two-way interaction. Actually, I also undergone the same kind of course. So it's always relevant to have, um, I think, the presentation or topics where each of you with your experience contribute and try to make it more relevant for each of you. So it's a more interaction will mean you will learn more, you will make it more productive, and you will keep your colleagues, you will keep remembering your colleagues even after you come out of this course, you get your degrees or certificates. Still, you will be like having a cohesive group, which will keep on not only in the 2 years, even in future years of your life. You will keep learning, you will keep enjoying the cooperation of each other. And this way, you will keep the HR flag, the HR profession flag high. I again welcome all of you into this HR course. And it's very good now that IIM has taken these initiatives. Our family is growing, and you will be able to make others also grow in HR profession. You will make it relevant. You will make it convert your colleagues or wherever you are working to make each of them HR professionals. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening address. Now, I request Professor Pradyumna Das to present the memento to the guest of honor, Sri Pawan Kumar, Executive Director, SEL. Now, I invite Professor Pradyumna Das, the Dean of Academics, to enlighten us about the academic areas and esteemed faculty members of IIM Raipur.
Recording in progress.
Dear respected dignitaries on the dais, my faculty colleagues, staff, and dear students. I am going to present a different area and our faculty colleagues. First is economics and public policy area. Professor Asapurna Barua, her research interest is gender and labor, employment, rural development, and development economics. Next is Professor Jitin, he's sitting here. His research interest is open macroeconomics, emerging economics, and international economics. He has done PhD from IIT Madras. Yeah, he's here. Next is Professor Ketan Reddy. Again, PhD from IIT Madras. His research interests are international economics, technology, innovation, and farm survival, economic growth. Next is Pradyumna Das, who is standing here. And his research interest is macroeconomics, monetary economics, and applied econometrics. Then Professor Rashmi Shukla, PhD from IIM Indore. Research interests are economic growth, emerging economies, international business, and digital transformation. Professor Muhammad Shadab Danish, again PhD from IIT Indore. Research interests are economics of innovation, technology policy, sustainable innovation and intellectual property rights, and he teaches microeconomics. Then we have also an adjunct faculty, Professor Prem Singh, retired IS. His research interests are public-private partnership, public policy, and business. Next, move on to finance and accounts area. Professor M. Kannadasan, his research interests are behavioral finance, emerging financial markets, and corporate finance. Professor Yogesh Chauhan, research interests are valuation, corporate finance, corporate governance, insider trading, emerging market finance. Then Professor Rajesh Pathak, his research interests are financial derivatives. He teaches corporate finance, market microstructure, price discovery, earnings management practices, and corporate cash holdings. Next is our director, Professor Ram Kumar Kakane. He teaches public leadership, corporate governance, financial accounting, financial management, and strategic management. Then Professor Ranjan Dasgupta, he is also area chair now. His research interests are accounting, ESG and impact investing, corporate governance, behavioral finance. Then Professor Rajesh SP, his research interests are corporate finance, taxation, capital market, corporate disclosures, accounting standards, governance and auditing, policy issues connected with financial services. Then Professor Pranit Kumar Rai, teaching and research interests are corporate finance, derivative development, in banking and financial institutions. Then let us move on to HRM and OB area, because you will be more interested in HRM OB area faculty. Professor Anubha Dadhich, PhD from IIT Delhi. Her teaching interests are ethics, leadership culture, capacity building, organizational development. And Shankar Power is a professor, PhD from Oklahoma State University. Teaching and research interests are transformation leadership, organizational citizenship behavior, and workplace spirituality. Next is Professor Damini Saini, PhD from FMS Delhi. Research and teaching interests are leadership literature, ethics and values in management, positive psychology at the workplace. Professor Kamal Kishore Jain is a retired faculty from IIM Indore. He teaches research interests are knowledge sharing, knowledge leadership, negotiation, and instructional pedagogy. Then Professor Pankaj Singh, PhD from IIT Kharagpur. His teaching and research interests are job burnout, work engagement, and entrepreneurship. Next is Professor Ritu Gupta, PhD from IBS Hyderabad. Then he was also visiting scholar at Department of Psychology, Oklahoma State University. Her teaching and research interests are time perspective, retirement planning, and cross-culture studies. Then Professor Sunita Sagurti, I think she is here. She is area chair. She is a fellow from XLRI Jamshedpur, and her teaching and research interests are negative capability, leadership and group dynamics, and flourishing. Then we have Professor Umesh Sharaf, who is a retired IPS officer. He is a BTech from IIT Kanpur, again PGDM from IIM Ahmedabad. So many things are there. I don't know what to read and what not to read. He's a recipient of many awards like United Nations Peace Medal 1999, Internal Security Medal 2004, Indian Police Medal for Meritorious Services in 2005, National Vigilance Excellence Awards in 2010 and 2011, Home Ministry's Ati Utkrishti Seva Medal 2021, to name a few. Then we have created a new department at our institute, that is Humanities and Liberal Arts. It is only, I think, 2 years old. Professor Archana Prasar, PhD and MPhil from Devi Ahalya University, MP. And her areas of research are business communication, international skills, written executive communication, managerial communication. Then Mrunal P. Chawda, education, PhD from University of Exeter, Associate Fellow HEA. And his areas of research are communication, theater, literature, and education. Then Professor Rahul B. Hiremat is a postdoc research fellowship at the London School of Economics and Political Science, completed his PhD from IISc Bangalore, and his areas of research are energy, climate change, and sustainability, very emerging area. Then Professor Shabna, she is here, PhD in sociology from IIT Madras, and Professor Shabna's areas of research are social anthropology, gender and development, feminism, ethics, and media studies. Then we'll move to information system area. Professor Sumit Gupta, he did PhD from National University of Singapore, both MBA and PhD. And his research interests include electronic governance, e-commerce, business analytics, and he has conducted several consultancy projects with both private and government bodies in India and abroad, has conducted many training programs. Professor Manojit Chattopadhyay, his PhD from University of Calcutta. Then his research interests are business decision making, strategic information visualization, new digital economy, data privacy, policy mining, visual clustering, and social network analysis. Professor Saurya Joyadi, PhD in management from IIM Calcutta. Research interests are data protection, privacy, and cyber security. Professor Jitesh, I think he's here. He was here for some time ago. Okay, so again, he's a PhD from IIM Kozhikode. Research interests are psychological and sociological aspect of ICT, social media, fake news, cyber loafing, e-government, blockchain technology, hate speech, and e-business. Professor Varsha Mamidi, I think PhD background is not here. Let me see. Her research interests are in the areas of predictive analytics, text and social media analytics, machine learning, blockchain, and generative AI. Then we'll move on to marketing area. First, Professor Arunima Saha. Her teaching and research interests are digital marketing, social media marketing, marketing management, e-commerce, ICT, multi-channel retail, online consumer behavior. And Professor Arunima has done PhD from IIM Lucknow. Yeah. Professor Daniel Invaraj, teaching interest include cause-related marketing, social marketing, cause marketing, and ethical consumption. Professor Dhananjay Bapat, do you need his introduction? He's here. Chairperson EPGP. His teaching and research interests include digital banking, financial services marketing, and brand management. Professor Himanshu Shekhar Srivastav. His teaching and research interests are customer behavior, consumer intention, service marketing. And Professor Himanshu has done his PhD from IIM Indore. Professor Indira Indivara. Teaching and research interests include consumer behavior, consumer culture theory, marketing management, and marketing research. Professor Jagruk Davra, PhD from IBS Hyderabad. Teaching research interests are pricing, brand management, buying behavior, real estate. Professor Sanjeev Prasar, PhD from Kurukshetra University. Teaching and research interests include buying behavior, rural marketing, international marketing, shopping behavior, particularly impulse buying, then online buying, mall selection, and celebrity endorsement. Professor S. Ramkumar, his teaching and research interests are marketing, brand management, services marketing, and marketing communications. Next, operations and quantitative techniques area. Professor Anand Kumar, he was here, I think just now he left. PhD, MBA and PhD from IIM Lucknow. Teaching and research interests include game theory, signaling theory, logistic network design, analytical modeling, and optimization. Professor Bhavna Piyar, she is here. She is a MTech from IIT Delhi, PhD from IIM Lucknow, and her teaching and research interests include inventory management, supply chain finance, analytical modeling, supply chain coordination, and return policy. Professor Gopal Kumar, MTech from IIT Kharagpur, PhD from IIT Kharagpur, postdoc from Dublin City University, Ireland, and his teaching and research interests are supply chain management, green and sustainable collaboration, big data in supply chain, operations management in industry 4.0 era. Professor Jigyasu Gaur, I think Jigyasu sir was also there, he left just now. Oh, sorry, he's here. MSc from Jayaranjan Vyas University, PhD from IBS Hyderabad, and sir's teaching and research interests include closed loop supply chain, circular economy, supply chain configuration, consumer behavior for reconstructed products. Professor Mohit Goswami, PhD from IIT Kharagpur, teaching research interests include new product introduction, product line design, supply chain, risk modeling, sustainability in value chain. Professor Parikshit Charan, PhD from IIT Delhi, teaching and research interests include supply chain management, operation strategy, and sustainable operations. Professor Ravin Kumar Jana, our chairperson admission, who is very much on the dais, postdoc from National University of Singapore, then again postdoc from George Mason University, USA, PhD from IIT Kharagpur. His teaching and research interests are optimization, artificial intelligence, stochastic programming. Professor Ram Kumar M, PGDM from SCMS Cochin, PhD from IIT Kharagpur, and postdoc from ETH Zurich. Teaching and research interests include supply chain management, sustainability, humanitarian logistics, technology management. Professor Rajiv Kumar, PhD from IIM Kozhikode. Teaching and research interests include supply chain management, sustainable procurement, system dynamics, circular economy, and policy analysis. There is some mistake in his name. Then strategic management area. Professor Satyasiva Das, he was here sometimes ago. He's our Dean External. His teaching and research interests include strategy, process, and entrepreneurship, knowledge and innovation, strategic management in public sector enterprise, government relations, public sector management, and competitive strategy. Dr. Samar Singh, again BTech from IIT Bombay, a PhD from IIM Ahmedabad. His teaching and research interests are strategy, practice, innovation, family business in India, group relations, ethics, leadership, psychodynamic approach. Professor Santanu Bhadra, PhD from IIM Calcutta. Teaching and research interests include corporate sustainability, corporate governance, and family business. Professor Navnit Bhatnagar, teaching and research interests include service innovation, new venture creation in family business, next generation leadership development, values, ethics, and philanthropy. Professor Sandeep S., PhD from IIM Kozhikode. Teaching and research interests include international business, strategy for emerging markets, economic geography, and micro foundation of strategy. Dr. Parthasarathi Banerjee, teaching and research interests are business strategy, innovation, technology management, and Indian thought. Professor Saroj Kumar Pani, PhD from IIM Bangalore. He had also worked with the IIM Indore. His teaching and research interests are business strategy, business models, ESG strategy, strategic leadership, and entrepreneurship. So I think with this, we come to the end of the faculty profile presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful introduction to academic areas and faculty members of IIM Raipur. Now, moving forward, I invite Professor R.K. Jana, the chairperson of Admission Office, to present the profile of the talented students joining the EMBA HRM Batch 2.
Dignitaries on the dais. Sri Prem ji, Sekhar ji, my faculty colleagues, Professor Das, who is also the Dean Academics, some extra sound is coming on here. Okay, okay. नहीं Anyway, let's continue. I will not take more than 2 minutes. Okay, my other colleagues, the echo is coming here. Very annoying.
Hello.
All right. Thank you very much. So my other colleagues, Dr. Bapat, Dr. Banerjee, and I can see Dr. Rathi, and all the students who are going to join this program, a very welcome to all of you to this program. I'll present the student profile quickly, a very interesting one. This year we have got 21 students, and in terms of the experience, average experience is coming close to 7 years, out of which in the range of 3 to 5 years, maximum of 9 candidates, followed by 7 candidates in the experience year of 5 to 10 years. And interestingly, we have one who is having more than 20 years of experience. So thank you so much. I think here it's a neck to neck fight, I would say. Out of 21, it's 11 and 10. So great. Yes. In terms of academic discipline, we find that the engineers are majorly dominating here, and the rest are almost like same. Management 2, science discipline 3, then commerce and economics 3, computer science and IT 1, arts 1. Sector-wise, we can see that IT is the dominant one with 6 participants from IT area, followed by industrial engineering, then government and PSU sector 3, and some other like banking, power, education, pharmacy, services, construction and real estate, 1 representations. And age-wise, we can find that from 25 to 30 years, 7 candidates, 31 to 35. So the mode is there, 31 to 35, 9 students, 9 candidates. And the remaining, again, one person having more than 50 years of age. So a very enthusiastic one, I would say. And finally, a representation from as many as 12 states. Uttar Pradesh is leading, and followed by Maharashtra, Karnataka, Haryana, and Telangana, 2 each. And then West Bengal, Gujarat, Jharkhand, Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and Kerala, 1 representation. So I think with this, I conclude the presentation of the profiles. I again welcome all of you to this program, and I would expect that it would be a great, fruitful and success story for all of you in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your informative presentation. Moving forward, it is my pleasure to welcome Sri Aditya Malik from Viranda Learning, who will be joining us virtually.
Thank you. Thank you. And good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, students. respected director, sir, respected faculty members from IIM Raipur. First of all, apologies to all for being 10 minutes late. I was fulfilling my duty as a father. As all of you are going through your orientation, etc. For that, I was attending orientation with my son for his Delhi University admissions in as a counseling. So I was there. So that's what it took me some time. Are you able to hear me? Are you guys able to hear me? Perfect. Okay. So that's why it just took some time for me to join a little late. Just wanted to share a few things about this course with all of you. Uh, sorry, I think Bapat sir is calling me. Just give me 1 second. Uh, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, thanks.
स्टूडेंट्स को सुनाई दे रहा है, हमें नहीं सुनाई।
I think there was some issue with the stuff at the auditorium, so I think they're just fixing that. I think all of you can hear, but they can't hear at the auditorium there. So we'll just give them few minutes. Hmm.
Yeah, we are taking some time, yeah, to connect with the speaker. Our IT team is working. It will take some time.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
You can hear us, sir? That Bapat, sir, you can hear? Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, perfect. Thanks. Sorry, everyone, for this technical glitch. Once again, respected director, sir, respected faculty members, just wanted to share my thoughts with the incoming batch for this EMBA program. Having been on both sides of the table, on business side as well as HR side, I used to head HR for Bank of America about 10 years back, 12 years back, with about 20,000 people in India. And I did that role for almost 2 years uh, across India, Philippines, and other geographies. And also having run, being on the business side for 25 years in banking, education, investment banking side, VC side. So I have been fortunate enough to see both sides, which is HR as well as the core business. I think one of the challenges, some of you come with the HR background. One of the core challenges always HR people struggle is what the concept in HR is loosely called seat on the table. Any HR forum you attend, everywhere you attend, the discussion is done that, is HR a core function? Do they have a influencing ability to the business side of it? Do they have the seat on the core decision-making table? So my take on that is that the way when we were taught, when I started my career way back with companies like GE. We had a triangle which said CEO and the two sides of a core CEO support. One was finance and one was HR. This was the Jack Welch era when Jack Welch used to lead GE, and HR was absolutely a core function, because at the end of the day, in most of the companies, at least in the service side of the companies, the largest expense based is people cost. And followed by sales, marketing costs, other G&A, etc. So from that side, HR was core, and not only cost perspective, people decisions may go a long way in actually the performance of the company. Now, today, a lot of companies have diluted the role of HR to the status of hiring, firing, and payroll processing, if I crudely put it that way. While HR in developed companies or core companies is about being a strategic partner and decision making for the business heads and CEOs. The way we have structured this course is to give each one of you enough inputs about the business, because if you are expecting a seat on the table and a seat on the table on the core decision making process, a seat on the table for playing a part on the destiny of the company, it's extremely important to understand the nuances of the business. And keeping that in mind, we have designed this course. Personally, as I was sharing, I have been on both sides of the table. I never struggled to have a seat on the table, because nobody in the management team could come back and tell me that you don't understand business, because having run business for 25 years, they could turn back and say you don't know business. I could turn back to them and say, boss, I've done business for 25 years. I know business equally well as you do. So I was considered an equal partner on seat on the table. Coming back to the course, keeping this in mind, so I urge all of you, while you go through the concepts of HR, understands OB, understands the case studies in HR, spend equal amount of time in understanding the finance, marketing, other domains which are being taught on this course, so that when you go back to your workplace, you go back as a full-fledged, accomplished leader and not just as a HR leader. That will be a single most differentiation in your career progression in HR domain, because that will help you grow and that will help you stand out in the crowd. As I said, I can share this from my personal experience. You will enjoy this course. I am Raipur faculty, have excellent feedback from the past batches. You will enjoy this course. We from Veranda Learning are here to support you in your learning journey. My colleagues, my team would be there to as partners for your success and supporting you and handholding you through the journey along with the along with the esteemed faculty of IIM Raipur. Thank you once again. Welcome you to the course. Wish you a great learning opportunity and a great learning ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. Continuing our event, now I invite Professor Dhananjay Bapat, the chairperson of EMBA office, to introduce the EMBA HRM program.
Respected Pawan Kumarji, Shekharji from Steel Authority of India Limited, who are holding senior positions at a very reputed, eminent organization, Professor Ramkumar Kakani, who guided us, Professor Pradyuman Das, Dean Academics, Professor Rabin Jana, Chairperson Admissions, Aditya Malikji, Professor Diptiman Banerjee, faculty and dear students. I welcome you to this program into a very interesting area on human resource management. So after having a program on a general management program, which we have, there was a conscious decision at IIM Raipur to have a program exclusive on human resource management. So we are keeping a kind of a structure which is similar to our general management program, but there are differences which I would also like to mention. So the structure here is a blended program. So I know your classes are commencing from tomorrow. And you'll also get an opportunity to experience the campus once in a year. So that is what we call it, a blended program. This program is in a synchronous mode in a sense where there's a difference between synchronous and asynchronous. So faculty, when conducting a class, you are required to attend, you are required to participate in the discussions. Maybe faculty will be taking your inputs maybe through the chat that you do and considering for the class participation. Faculty will be undertaking the quiz, faculty will be undertaking the midterm examination. Sometimes during the class, will asking you to presentation. Pawan Kumarji told about the importance of the presentation. So here, the objective of the program is to enhance the HRM competencies, which will help across the HRM functions and also for the line management. After hearing Pawan Kumarji, I could understand that HRM is also important for a line manager. Say if I am taking care of my EPGP office, I feel that HRM is important, in terms of how I can inspire, how I can build teams. So there are a lot of things that we can learn from the HRM. So this is where, and it also considers the present demand of the HRM. Like, for example, digital transformation. So this subject we have introduced, future of human resources we have introduced. So we have a blend of the traditional subjects. So you will be exposed to organization behavior, leadership. In addition to that, you also will be exposed to the strategic human resource management, digital transformation, HR audit, and international human resource management, because I know that there are 6 students who are from IT area. So for them, it really matters because your employees will be a blend of people who are having different nationalities. So that's how this program is important. It will give an opportunity to earn a professional qualification. This is very important for you, and this will help you to increase your marketability in the marketplace, in the HR market, in the HRM marketplace, and you'll also get exposure to the different developments and the best practices in HRM. Generally, what happens if you are in HRM and you are looking into a particular area, you are confined to a particular topic, right? So particular area, suppose you are looking into recruitment, you are from a recruitment field, then you are only into the recruitment area. But here in this, you will get exposure of all the HRM functions. So in case you move to the next level, it will help you there. So it will help you for holistic development of aspiring HRM professionals. This course is, we divide into the two types. One is we have the first year courses, which is term 1 to term 3. Now term 1 to term 3, as an HRM, Pawan Kumarji, our director, also mentioned that as an HRM, you also need to know about the business statistics. You also need to know operations management. You also need to know about the marketing management. You also need to know about the microeconomics, about the macroeconomics, where we have a dean who is an expert in this area. So here the term 1 to 3 will be a blend of HRM and the business functions. And then from term 4 to term 6, you have HRM subjects, which I will here, I'm just sharing that what you are going to cover in term 1. So term 1, as the subjects are listed, these are the subjects which are listed for term 2, like we have the strategic management. So you'll find we have blend of HRM subjects, and so you have got HRM subjects like labor law, human resource management, and then business subjects such as financial accounting, microeconomics, strategic management. Similarly, we'll find in term 3, you have financial management, which is coming from the business side, business research methods, but then there are HR heavy subjects, which is about human resource planning, employee relation, compensation and benefits, and learning and development. So we have the term 4 here, human resource information system, talent acquisition, strategic HRM, performance management, HR analytics, and cross-cultural management. So, we have reached out to Society of Human Resource Management, which is a leading authority in this area, and we got the inputs. In fact, I showed this structure to Pawan Kumarji and to Shekharji. They were quite impressed in terms of the topics, that we are covering. So we have got a kind of a validation, from the people who are into the human resource management area. So these are, for example, digital transformation. This is a little futuristic, contemporary, future of work, HR audit, international human resource management, which I already mentioned. And most important here, we are also going to have the inputs from the Society of Human Resource Management competencies. So there are certain competencies which they are good at, which will be covered in the program. And you also will be having an interface on the career support and the entrepreneurship pathway, which is also aligning with our Indian Institute of Management, because we are now focusing on the business owners at IIM Raipur. Very important. Now you will be participating, or you will be taking this program as a student. So we expect you to wear a student cap. And when I say that you need to wear a student cap, then we'll also ensure that you need to attend. There'll be a rigor, and that will be through a kind of a attendance. So you need to attend all the classes. And if you do not attend, say 75%, so there is no grade drop. So if the attendance is 65 to 74%, there is a grade drop, as it is mentioned, 64 to 55%. And if the attendance is less than 50%, then straight away, for whatever the reason, whether it is a medical or work related, it will result into a F grade. So please take care of your attendance and ensure, and with the kind of the faculty, you will not find a reason not to attend the program. So I'm sure that you will attend. It's a which is a blend in the first term of a program where a blend of both the business as well as the HRM functions. There is an academic evaluation, as I mentioned, that this program is a synchronous program. So it will be through a quiz, it will be through a class participation, it will be through a projects, it will be through a midterm component, end term examination. And in fact, as the program is a blended program, I am pleased to inform that we have also conducted a offline exam recently for batch 1. So to add a rigor, to add the rigor, we also conduct this exam in an offline manner. And then there's a grading. So this is a grading that you are which is A plus to as you can see the grades here, right? And it is very important that after 20 sessions, we'll be opening the feedback for the course. So you are required to give the feedback after 20 sessions, and this feedback is mandatory. Now you'll ask that, okay, what will happen if you don't give the feedback? If you don't give the feedback, then your results will not be shared. So I wish that you must give the feedback, and it is very important for a faculty who will be teaching this course, and this feedback will be improving. No, it will be helpful in improving the course when next time it is offered. This is, as I mentioned, that you are also getting an exposure to the campus. So this is a photograph of a campus immersion, which we just had last week for HRM batch 1. And as we feel that they need to be into kind of a all-around development, so our participants in this auditorium itself, they participated in various cultural programs, sports activities. So we want that you participate in sports, you participate in the culture program, so which will result into a all-around development. And when you come to the campus, we wish that you carry the memories of Indian Institute of Management, Raipur. So thank you. I wish you a great success and best wishes. And I really congratulate you for taking this course into this area on a human resource management. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful overview. As we approach the conclusion of today's event, I am delighted to announce that Professor Diptiman Banerjee will be delivering the vote of thanks.
Hi, everyone. All our esteemed guests here, faculty members, faculty colleagues. As we come towards the end of this momentous occasion, it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks. First and foremost, I'd like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our guest of honor, Pawan Kumarji, Executive Director Personnel at Steel Authority India Limited, for taking out time from your very busy schedule. I'm sure it is. Your insightful address has undoubtedly set a high tone for our event and provided invaluable perspectives for our students. That's all of you who have joined us online. Special thank you to our esteemed director, Professor Ramkumar Kakani, for your inspiring address and unwavering support to the EMB HRM program. Sincere thanks goes to Dean Academics, Professor Padmanabhan Dashiar, for introducing the areas, and faculty members of for the Institute. We express our gratitude for laying the academic foundation for our students, for you to realize who, to see who you are going to take your classes from. Let me add here that it's the vision and guidance of our director and Dean Academics that has been instrumental in shaping this program. Thank you, Professor Dash, for your contribution to this program. Thanks to Shri Aditya Malik from Veranda Learning for partnering for us for this program and launching it successfully. Our thanks also goes to Professor R.K. Jana, Chairperson Admissions, for your presentation on your student profiles. Your effort in showcasing the diversity and talent within the cohort is greatly appreciated. Professor Dhananjay Bapat, Chairperson MBA, deserves our deepest thanks for his hard work in ensuring the high standards for this program. This is something, his work is something that is not readily visible, but it's like the foundation of a building, which we don't see, but it's very, very important for the structure to stand. Your commitment and dedication to the program are truly commendable, Professor Bapat. Thank you for that. We also extend our appreciation to the members of the administration team, the accounts team, and the IT team. Some of whom are present here on the stage today. Your coordinated efforts have been crucial in making this event a success. Lastly, but by no means the least, a heartfelt thanks to all of you students for joining this event online, your enthusiasm and participation, and this is all for you, okay, all for you. Your enthusiasm and participation in the coming days is what is going to make this program truly vibrant and dynamic. Thank you all for taking part in this memorable event. Let us look forward to an enriching and successful journey ahead. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Right. So I give it to you.
Thank you, sir. Before we conclude, let us take a moment to honor our nation by standing for India's national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गावे तब जय गाथा जय जय मंगल नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे